Cool, you guys. If you're just showing up, we're here with Cobus, and I'm Jared. This is Dave.
Yeah.
If you guys want to ask a question, all you do is go to the Facebook or drumlessons.com Facebook wall, type in your question. We'll do our best to get to it. There's a lot there, so go put it there now. And
you never know.
Yeah, you never know, right? We are announcing our what are we going to call it? We're in, I guess, the Cobus method.
Yeah.
I was gonna
think of some snazzy word for it.
Yeah. But we announced the Cobus method, and we posted a sneak peek video at cobusmethod.com. Go there, check it out. If you want to hear more about that kind of stuff, all you do is sign up. Okay? You can sign up on the Facebook, or you can sign up via email, Twitter, whatever you want. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, whatever you want. But now we're going to take some more questions. Dave, you got one?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got one here, and I'm going to pick one randomly. Here we go. What inspired you to start playing drums? This is from Keegan Lancaster. What actually inspired you to actually start?
I've told this story many times. I never thought of playing drums in my life. I never thought of playing any musical instrument kind of until end of 2001. I think like the December holidays in South Africa of 2001. I was in grade 9. And we were on a church outreach, and we went to this other church, and they had like a drum set and a full band set up, and the drummer kind of caught my eye because he was really good. Played some really good stuff, and at the very end of this outreach, one of the guys said, "Who wants to try and play some instruments?" I think he kind of mentioned all the instruments, but I just heard who wants to play drums, and he just showed us that really basic like boom ba, like the basic rock beat. And some people tried it, and we all were laughing, and it was really funny because some people weren't really nailing it. And it was a very fun, chill atmosphere. And I got behind the kit, and I picked up the sticks, and I could just play it. Like I just play the beat straight up without any hesitation. I don't think I had the dynamics yet, but I just kind of I could play the beat like right off the cuff, and it was obsession from that moment onwards. Like that was the start of all of this. So I can't explain that feeling. I still kind of fondly think back to it. It was a good moment. Definitely, awesome. Yeah, it was life-changing, definitely.
Cool.
This is a question from Yunato, and he actually asked a bunch of questions, but I'm just going to pull one out. Yunato always asks like 20 questions.
Totally does.
He's talking about when you are listening or playing to a song. Do you hear upcoming riffs or passages of the music in your mind and then respond to it with something that pops up in your mind, or do you just let it flow?
No, that's totally what happens. But that's letting it flow for me. Like they're not different things for me. That is letting it flow. I think if you play along to music for long enough, then you get to understand it a little bit. So if a drummer is doing a certain thing, then small things that he changes lets you know what's coming up. So like even adding a few little ghost notes or just opening the hats like a little bit, then you know within the next 1 or 2 bars, then it's going to be the chorus. And you sometimes, even if you know the drummer's style, or if you can kind of relate to his style, then you can even sometimes anticipate fills. It's not like friggin' telling the future or anything. It's just I guess it's just intuition or instinct. But that's definitely what it is. In my mind, while I'm playing along to some of my favorite songs, I can always kind of hear what's coming next. I kind of anticipate it a little bit. But that just comes with playing along to music for hours and hours and hours and loving music, I guess.
Awesome. Cool. I got a question for you here. This one's from Victor Dallin. It's actually one that I'm kind of interested in too. You did a video, like a 30 Seconds to Mars video, where you threw your stick up and it literally almost hit your camera.
Yeah.
that could be it. But what is the video that you're most proud of? Like, what is the one that you have like that you're most happy or proud of?
It'll definitely be one from the newest series. The thing is, with the new series, I did something completely different. So it's like, apart from the production value being the highest that I've ever done, like I really tried to keep the playing like simple, and just I tried to complement the music. And so that's where I am now musically. I'm not, the Nexus series was kind of still in the old vein, and I might go back to that kind of little more self-indulgent vibe when I do the next series. But for this one, I really wanted just to keep it simple. And I just wanted to complement the music as much as possible with as few notes as possible. Yeah. So my proudest like video would definitely be from the newest series. Oh, it's really hard to single one out though. I think it'll be maybe Airplanes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like I was really involved in the production of that song because I did a few guitar tracks with one of my friends, Justin Pearson, and he recorded some of the guitar tracks for the choruses and the verses, and they're really subtle, but they add something to the mix. So it just feels like an overall, like I was really creatively involved in the production. So that's why I kind of feel more proud of it, I guess. And I love the maracas. That just added such a cool vibe. So I think maybe that one, but it's the whole new series actually is the stuff that I'm the most proud of, definitely.
Cool. In regards to that, this is something we were talking a little bit about last night. Is the and I asked you how you dealt with it. Is it alright if I ask that?
Yeah.
Okay,
totally.
good.
Totally.
Because I mean, we post videos on YouTube all the time, and so obviously, if anyone posts any videos on YouTube, you know there's always a
troll.
There's trolls, and I don't know how trolled. There's people in the comments that sometimes don't think there's a real person on the other end reading it, and so they say stuff that's very, very mean. And so I know, like, obviously you get way more positive comments than negative, like probably 95% positive, if not more. But how do you deal with, the negative comments, and do you listen to them? Like, do you respond to their comments and then make changes, or what? How do you take that?
That's a question that kind of needs a really long answer, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I think it's for me, it's really important to realize that that my art and my expression is my first priority. And I love music and I love drumming. That's my first priority. The attention and the sponsorships and the tour to USA and Canada, that kind of stuff, that's all a nice, epically blessing bonus. That's what it is. It's not why I'm doing this. If all that goes away and I still get to play drums in my room by myself, then I am totally happy. And I'm not saying that to sound like to take the high road or whatever. That is sincerely what I feel in my heart. That's my first priority. So negative comments about I mean, you get brainless negative comments like I hate you, I hope your mom dies, like something ridiculous. I mean, brutal. Dude, you can't imagine what people say. I don't know why Cobus is so famous, he should just kill himself.
We don't think that.
No, you guys really don't have to react that way. I've been getting this for years. But I mean, stuff like that is like a mosquito flying into the Empire State Building, because it's just, it doesn't weigh anything. Those comments are totally brainless and they mean nothing. If anything, I feel sorry for those people. And I don't mean to be condescending. I'm just saying, like, if you can't enjoy music, then I feel sorry for you. But totally. But I think the more constructive criticism kind of stuff, I love that. I love it because I've never had lessons before. That's why I posted the videos in the first place. So if somebody says, in the second verse, I think it would have maybe sounded a little bit better if you played this on the hats as opposed to this, because technically blah blah blah, like actually like a little bit of constructive feedback. I love that. I love saying that's a really good idea, I'll try that, or whatever. But those kind of comments, that's why I put up the videos in the first place, and I really regret not getting more of those comments. But with regards to the expression itself, like people saying the new series is something totally different, they miss the old Cobus, and I guess that's fine. I mean, well, it's totally fine to have your own opinion, but I think it's really important to know, like, your art is your art, and people are welcome to disagree, but it doesn't mean that you should change it.
Well, art is subjective, right? There's no right or wrongs in art. So yeah, that's the thing.
But it's also not a completely closed system, like you said. I do listen. Like when people said that, I thought that's a valid point. Like, what is different? Because it definitely feels different to me. But like it's a good place to be when you start like rethinking things, just trying to get perspective. And I realized it's very polished, and it's very kind of. I'm talking about the new series now. It's like very. It's a lot simpler than the previous videos. And I thought,
playing wise, or
the video is quite complicated, but the playing was really just, I just wanted to serve the song. And I think it's nice to think, okay, cool, people are saying this, maybe I should think about that. Maybe I should think, aren't I making the drumming too cold? Like, aren't I holding back too much? Maybe I should just let the cameras run and have fun again, like I did in the beginning, and not worry so much about serving the song. Or maybe just think about the balance, just be aware of where I'm going, like where I'm moving, even if I get that from the comments. So it's not like I'm not this guy that says you can say whatever the hell you want, I don't even care, I'm just going to do what I do. I'm not that guy. But I think it's important to know that the art is the art. And the supporters should be that. The supporters. I'm not doing this for money or for fame or for tours. I'm doing this because I love playing drums.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Let me ask you a question here that is more like a technical question. How do you do those stick tricks? I want to see you teach maybe one of your stick tricks or something you do. This is from Victor. Is that Niblom? Nibloms? Sorry if I mispronounced that. But
I'll show you guys the most simplest, stupidest, most idiotic stick trick. I don't want to insult the stick trick. I don't want to hurt its feelings, but it's exceptionally simple. It's just throwing the stick up and catching it. What the flip is more simple than that? So the only question is to find a place in the song where you can do that while keeping the kind of feel of the song going. So gaps in songs work really well. Face down, break down, throw stick, and then crash back in. But that's really simple. I guess it doesn't really impress everybody because it doesn't. Maybe
it's impressive when you do it in time.
I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing. When you keep it in time. But like I said, the mechanics of it is just throwing the stick up in the air and catching it. So it's like throwing a ball up in the air and catching it. So it's really, really simple. There are more complicated things like twirls and I don't know. I'm not that big on tricks, but there are a few more complicated things. There are many videos on YouTube explaining these a lot better than I can. Like Thomas Lang does, he explains showmanship like nobody else can, in my opinion. So this is my favorite because it's super simple. But yeah, there are many things you can do. I think with regards to showmanship, as long as you enjoy it, as long as that's the main goal, then it's cool. If your playing suffers from it, then you should seriously rethink like pumping stick tricks into every song that you play. But if you enjoy it, and if it's fun to kind of nail those stick tricks and execute them and keep going, then that's a good place to be.
Have you seen Chip Ritter do stick tricks?
No, I haven't.
Chip Ritter.
He's insane.
Yeah, he's
really?
Behind the back, over the shoulders.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it's bizarre. He'll
like an art, just
juggle 3 sticks while keeping groove.
Dude, that is crazy. Chip Ritter.
Yeah, I think he has a DVD out called Stick Tricks with Alfred.
Wow.
Yeah. Good dude.
Wow.
We should get to a play along here. You gotta.
No, we don't have that. We still have some time.
Do we? I'm just trying to make sure that we're not running low. Quarter two.
Let's just get one more question here.
Sure.
From Sub Rick in the Drum Lessons forums. How exactly did you get the endorsements that you currently have? Did you gain them solely through your video views, or did TRX and other companies approach you about endorsements?
Well, that's the same question. You always, well, my understanding of endorsement deal is, and this is like the cold hard truth from my side, people endorse you, businessmen endorse you because you will get them exposure and ultimately sales. That's kind of the cold hard fact. So you can be the most talented guy in the world, but if you don't have the exposure, then businessmen don't really have any business in sponsoring you because they care about the exposure and the sales ultimately. But then you get guys that are actually, especially I'm thinking about Paul of UDrum. He's more an artist than he is a businessman. So he's actually he's the kind of guy that will invest in somebody that he thinks has talent. That's really scarce though. I'd say with regards to endorsement deals, publicity and kind of visibility is key. Like you can be an okay drummer, but if you have 100,000 views a day, then you'll get you could get an endorsement deal. But it's very subjective. There are no rules. With regards to my endorsement deals, I contacted TRX. I asked them because I really loved the cymbal, so I contacted them. UDrum contacted me. I contacted Samson. So it's kind of, it goes both ways. It's not just you're not just sitting at home waiting for that call or that email. I love TRX cymbal, so that's why I contacted them. I think that's why.
Cool.